Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second edition of the AYuTe Africa Challenge Ethiopia. We are excited about this event today, and we're going to see some interesting and innovative technologies and ideas from our youth. But unfortunately, the Master of Ceremony have already speak about my presentation, so there is nothing that I'm going to present. She already presented what I would like to present. So anyway, I'll try by walking you guys through what we are doing as Heifer, and also a little bit about AYuTe as well. So as you know, we are the second populous country in Africa. We have 70% of our population is youth. Our per capita gross national income is 890, and agriculture significantly contributing to our GDP. But as you all know, our agriculture and the sector is highly underdeveloped, and we as Heifer are committed to partner with the government and contribute our part in terms of addressing the challenge of the sector and eventually improving the living income of our target groups, which are smallholder farmers and pastoralists. As Heifer, our signature program goal is to partner with private companies and public institutions and deliver change and catalyze innovative market-based solutions that have the potential to end hunger and poverty of women and youth in Ethiopia. As Heifer, when we've designed our signature program, we've identified 5 agricultural commodities. Of these 5 agricultural commodities, four of them are the priority, and we have one backup value chain commodity. These commodities are poultry, and it's very much in line with what His Excellency has said, the limat turufat, dairy, small ruminants, and horticulture. We have honey and honey production as a backup value chain, and once we've started implementing our projects, we'll consider honey as well. So our strategic positioning as Heifer is to advance strategic partnership to catalyze innovative market-based solutions, as I've said. So we have critically assessed these value chains, identified the systemic challenges and bottlenecks of these value chains, and we've also designed intervention areas that will address these problems so that at the end of the day, our target groups, which are smallholder farmers and pastoralists, are going to benefit out of. Youth and women empowerment is at the center of what we are doing as Heifer, and market systems development is the approach that we are using. We are planning to operate in Amhara, Oromia, Sidama, SNNP, and pastoral regions of the country. Our signature program target for 2030 is to reach 1.2 million smallholder farmers. When we say reach, it goes beyond having them as a participant in our projects. We want to make sure that their living income is assured at the end of the day. They reached the living income target that we have set as Heifer. So technology is a very important component of what we are doing, and private sector engagement is very critical as well. As we all know, access to finance is a very serious bottleneck in every aspect of the sector. So access to finance is one area that we are going to work as well. And market linkage is a very critical piece because we want to go beyond production productivity. As far as our youth and youth employment or youth livelihood projects are concerned, as I've said, every project that we design as Heifer International will consider 70% of our target groups to be youth and 50% to be women. And skill development is one critical area that we are going to look into, and as I've said, private sector engagement is very important. Access to finance for our youth is very critical. Technology and innovation is very important. In addition to that, I think one area that we are going to look into is also small and micro businesses, agri-businesses. So we are working towards creating agripreneurs in the country as well. As Heifer, we have three critical pillars in everything that we do. One is scale. We want to bring about impact at scale. That's the commitment that we have as Heifer, and we are always embarked on permanence of impact. Whatever we do, we would like to make sure that it has a lasting impact, even beyond the project years. And partnership is very important in everything that we do. So we've already established a very good partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, with the Ministry of Irrigation and Lowlands, and with the Ministry of Labor and Skill. As Heifer, we would like to work with the government. We would like to contribute to the development plan of the country. That's why we are partnering with our government ministries, and we are going to co-create projects together with them as well. Any project that we are going to design, it's going to be together with the respective ministries that we are working with, and we want our government ministries to assume ownership of the project that we are designing as well. Just to give you an example, we have recently designed a poultry project with the Ministry of Agriculture, together with the technical team of the Ministry of Agriculture, and it's going to be co-financed by Heifer, the Ministry of Agriculture, and the private sector as well. And our target groups will contribute to that project as well. So partnership is a very critical piece for Heifer. Coming to AYuTe Africa Challenge Ethiopia, it has already been said. It is an innovative competition. Would like purposely it is designed to bring the youth into the agricultural sector picture. And as you know, our agriculture, I had a chance to talk to the youth in the field, and if I'm not exaggerating, all of the youth that I've talked to in the rural areas, none of them want to be an agriculturalist. They want to move away from agriculture, get trained, have their education, and work in the urban areas. So the idea of AYuTe Youth Africa and Ethiopia Challenge is to create that appetite to the youth, to show that agriculture is a feasible business where our youth can engage in. And without the youth, we cannot go nowhere. Saying that our population is 70% of our population is youth, and then not involving them in innovating and supporting the sector with technology by involving them, it's going to be a real-time challenge. So as Heifer, we are committed to bring in youth and the sector, and then we want them to contribute to the development of the sector as well. Eventually, everything that our youth innovators are going to do will have an impact on the smallholder farmers of our country. So it's not only competing and having the innovative ideas and leaving it behind. We would like to see that this innovation translated into a real-time action on the ground, supporting our smallholder farmers, benefiting our smallholder farmers in transforming our agricultural sector. So in whatever that innovation that we are going to look at, the centerpiece is our smallholder farmers, so that they can eventually earn the living income that we envisioned for them. This year, the process, as you know, is very rigorous. It started with the application, and then once the application is collected, the judges conducted an online screening, and then technical assessment. By conducting the technical assessment, we've identified totally I think we've received over 500 applications, and they've identified the last 30 innovators. And then the 30 innovators conducted their pitching, and of the 30, they again identified 10 innovators who've taken to a boot camp and received various types of trainings, like business skill trainings, business management trainings, pitching trainings. And then they've conducted due diligence of the last 3. And today we are going to have the final pitch of the last 3, but we also see the clips from the remaining 7, so that we can have the flavor of the other innovations that we have seen by this process. We've conducted a thorough promotion and reach. And we've targeted various social media, TV and radio ads, informal social campaigns, creating and working with various social groups, and also news coverage using up to 15 mainstream and social media. And we believe that we've reached up to 1 million people. Our promotion and mobilization will reached up to 1 million people this year. Last year it was about 500,000, if I remember correctly. And we've received 521 applicants directly through the link and 7 through other platforms. This year, the female applicants figure has significantly increased compared to last year. And I think last year it was only 53 female applicants, but this year 23% of the applicants were female. And the age mix also is exciting. 61 were between 18 and 20, 165 were between 21 and 23, 167 were between 24 and 26, and 104 were between 27 and 30, and 24 of them were above the age of 30. And we've received applications from 10 regions this year, except from, I don't know why Redwa didn't apply. I come from Redwa and I wanted Redwa to apply, but this year they didn't apply. Gambela and Afar. Otherwise, we've received application from all the regions and the Addis Ababa Administrative Council, the Addis Ababa region. So when we conducted the short list screening and short listing, we've taken 504 of them because they meet the age criteria. The rest, they didn't meet the age criteria, so they were dropped. When we consider the AGTech elements, we've selected 380. When we consider the innovation, innovativeness of the idea, we were left with 124. And then when we conducted our first pitching and screening, we came with 30. And then after that, we left with the 10. Of the 10, 3 of them are female. So 30% of the 10, the last 10 innovators were female. With this, I'll end my presentation, and thank you again. Thank you so much.